Replicon Radio is brought to you in part by Lex the Hexmaster and the Shadow Army. No, we played all the tracks and it went to silent. So
Whoop.
we had to jump back on real quick.
Yeah, that was haste.
We're having our own little conversation off air about TVs and movies and documentaries.
Yep.
But no, I'll just finish what I was saying for everyone else. I watched the movie Freaky, which is a great name for a movie, by the way.
Right. That's a little weighted.
But it's the new Vince Vaughn movie where he's it's freaky, but it's basically Freaky Friday the 13th. Like Freaky Friday meets Friday the 13th. He's a serial killer, and he picks up this fucking like magical dagger, and him and his high school girl that he tries to kill switch bodies.
Yeah.
And then
does he have tits?
It's a high school girl.
Which, by the way, the girl playing that is not fucking high school age.
But I mean, like, do they literally like switch bodies, or just a mind frame?
It's like Freaky Friday.
Yeah, he's
okay.
he's the serial killer is now inside the teenage girl's body,
Right.
and the teenage girl is inside Vince Vaughn's body.
All right.
And it's don't get me wrong,
Like
it's
they
funny.
swap brains.
Yeah, like I thought it was gonna be funny the whole thing, right?
No.
And it is. Don't get me wrong, it's funny. Obviously, Vince Vaughn.
That dude never plays a serious character.
Well, that dude, that's what it's like when he is the serial killer. Holy shit!
Like, a big change, huh?
Yeah, because normally Vince Vaughn is the same fucking character in every movie.
Everyone.
Every fucking. Well, he's not. When he's this, he's fucking evil in this. I'm like, holy shit! And when they kill people, when he kills people, or when she kills people as him, you know what I'm saying? Holy fuck! It's like Final Destination kills.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
What
Terrifier type shit.
What happened, Wedding Crasher? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like, holy.
Right.
But at the same time, there's fucking funny ass shit because he's running around as a high school girl now. He's got a dick. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh my God, it's like a fucking anteater. You know what I mean? Like, there's some stupid ass shit in the movie. And then all of a sudden, there's like this crazy, horrific, gory murder. And then he's a serial killer again. And he's like, you fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you're like,
Kill.
holy shit. Like, but it was cool because you know what I mean? They don't make shit like that. So I was like, that was dope.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I rented it at the Redbox. That and
it's on Redbox. It's on my Fire Stick. I guess.
yeah, well, that what's the other one I watched? Love and Monsters. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to our sponsor, Lex the Hexmaster, the Shadow Army.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys go check it out. He just announced a new track coming soon, Thriller. Cause this is Lex the Hexmaster.
No.
That's not how it goes.
I hope not.
Fighting for the Shadow Army. Lex.
No, I
Please
can see
don't
it going
fucking
like
to
that.
me.
Shout out to the homeboy Keagan Grimm, man. If you guys are just tuning in and you missed it, go back, check it out, peep out the replay.
That was good talking with him, man.
Keegan's the homie. Hopefully he'll draw us something and not charge us too much money. We love you either way. And also don't forget, Replicon Radio Awards are still up, still live. You can vote right now.
Everybody get your vote on.
Vote once every 24 hours. Tons of categories, tons of stuff, tons of dopeness. Just go check it out. Look at the people on there. If you haven't heard of it, go listen. Go check out their video. Go check out their albums. Tons of freshness in the underground, and you can vote right now. Voting will end soon.
That is one of the reasons why we do that, so you guys can check out new artists.
Absolutely.
Or artists you never heard of before.
That's why we put 900 people on there.
Yes.
That's right.
We do it for you.
And let's you want to hop on into what happened this week in history?
Oh, sure. Let's do it.
Hey.
I'm gonna get me some peanut butter crackers.
Oh, hell yeah. I hear they
Were
have.
those invented today?
No. In fact, they were not. If they were, I feel like I would have came across it.
I would hope.
Yeah. So, going back.
Yes, vote for me.
Yeah, 118 years ago, February 5th.
Vote for P? Thanks, bro.
Yes,
This one's
vote
actually,
for me.
we got to start on Monday, so this is second. But 118 years ago, February 15th, 1903.
Jesus Christ, we're old.
Yeah, right? I think there's one in here that does. Like, you're going to be like, oh, shit, I'm fucking old. I can't remember. But, yeah, the first teddy bear goes on sale in a toy store owner and inventor, Morris Mitchum, put two stuffed bears in the shop window, advertised them as teddy bears. After
What color were
Teddy
they?
Roosevelt, right?
They were Teddy Roosevelt. Either brown or black. after the story I'm about to tell you. He
Shut
had,
up and listen, Rue.
yeah, he had to. Well, it doesn't say the color, but it tells the story of the inspiration for the teddy bears. Most often thought to have come from one of Roosevelt's hunting trips in Mississippi in 1902. And while hunting, Roosevelt, came across an old injured black bear that his guides, just so happened to had tied to a fucking tree. And although the exact details of how old the bear was and if it was like injured and shit. Well, but there's conflicting reports, and it was young, it was old, and also there was conflicting reports on. Some say he shot it out of pity for its suffering, so he put it out of its misery, and then others insist that he set the bear free. But given the fact that even though he was an avid conservationist, ironically, most of his hunting trips oftentimes resulted in excessive slaughter, including one particular African trip during which his party killed more than 6,000 animals for just sport and trophy. So most likely he probably shot the bear. But later, political cartoonists would portray the bear in question as a cub, implying that under this tough outdoorsy and macho image of Roosevelt laid a much softer, more sensitive interior, which led to the inspiration of the teddy bear. It's a little soft, cuddly thing. So, and yes, he did have to reach out to the president to use his likeness, or the name Teddy. Let's see.
Did he get paid off of that?
No.
How could you imagine that?
Right? All them bears sold.
Yeah, it wound up becoming a staple in America. Let's see.
Sure.
52 years ago, music history, 1969. Rapper Birdman was born in New Orleans, Louisiana.
I'm the Birdman.
52 years ago, yesterday.
Oh, yes.
I'm the Birdman.
Yeah. Fun fact.
I like to mouth kiss Lil Wayne.
Fun fact.
Yeah, Birdman.
Rapper Brian Williams in early 2010 formed an oil and gas exploration company, Bronald Oil and Gas LLC, with his brother Slim. However, by March of that year,
Soldier Slim?
no,
Murder.
his brother
Yeah,
Slim,
yeah.
brother Slim.
It's real. On the battlefield.
Bloomberg revealed in an investigative report that official regulators in charge of oil and gas permits never even heard of the company. So there was never any actual evidence of this being a legitimate business, despite him saying in interviews later on that he's making quite a healthy profit off of the oil and gas industry. So I would venture to guess that may have been a shell company.
Shell Shock.
Not Shell and gas.
Shell Shock. You remember that? Yeah.
This story just goes to show you how fucking crazy it was, and also to tie back to what we were talking about off air, the mastermind and interviewing serial killers and shit like that. People were freaking out about it when serial killers started becoming a thing and are being discovered and uncovered in the 80s and 70s, and people were like, "Oh my god, it's so crazy."
Well, sure.
Well, this story is from 127 years ago, and this is just one of the
Is
fuckers.
that like when Violent J killed Tony Lucky Charms and the Silly Rabbit?
Yes.
Those serial killers?
Yeah. Let's see. February 16th, 1894. Infamous gunslinger John Wesley Hardin was pardoned only after only spending 15 years in a Texas prison for murder.
They didn't slang drugs back then. They slung guns.
He slang bullets. This dude slang a lot of fucking bullets. I just thought this was interesting, especially with the serial killer show. I'm like, these people were famous. We knew about this. Just listen to how many fucking people this guy killed. Let's see, he was serving a life sentence for killing a man while celebrating his 21st birthday, and they reportedly got into an altercation where the man tried to shoot him first, and he shot back, which wound up killing him. And this was only one of the more defensible shootings on his record, which there was a fucking lot. So they didn't kill him. Like, he didn't get sent to the gallows. He just got life in prison. But it is believed that he killed more than 40 people within a 6-year span, starting in 1868 when he was just 15. His first person that he killed was an ex-slave that he killed in a fight, which led him to be a wanted fugitive for the rest of his life, basically, or at least until he got caught for murder, which he eluded several different police state jurisdictions for murder, especially one in Texas.
I mean, to be good at something, you got to start young, right?
Right.
Murder.
I'd say he would go on running from town to town, killing anyone that he, really just felt crossed him, or just somebody he just looked at him wrong. In one town, while on the run from the law from Texas, he landed in Abilene, which at the time was under the rule of Wild Bill Hickok, which was actually a really good friend of Hardin, or they were friendly. However, one night Hardin was disturbed by the snorings of somebody in an adjacent hotel room, so he wound up shooting into the fucking wall and killing the guy.
I don't know why it's funny.
Hey, man, shut up over there.
Right?
I said, shut up, bah, bah.
Trying to sleep.
So,
I'm going to put some caps in that wall.
I'm glad they don't do that shit.
he had to have been a good shot, because he
Oh, we'd have been dead a long time ago, bro.
Oh, yeah. But fearing that, Wild Bill wouldn't even stand for such a senseless crime, he fled to another town, or, fled after that. After getting released from prison, Hardin moved to El Paso and became an attorney, which I don't know how you really become an attorney. I mean, maybe he worked on it in the clink, but
it's real in the hotel room.
But his past eventually caught up with him, and he got shot in the back and killed about a year later for revenge of one of his many murders. And people were freaking out in the 80s. It's like, you grew up on cowboy shows and gunslingers and glorified these people that killed 40, 50 people. This guy killed
John Wayne, motherfucker.
This guy killed 40 people in his late teens. Just imagine if he wouldn't have got caught. Jesus Christ. He actually did get caught for one of them. That's why he was on the run in Texas. They were like, you killed somebody, and they extradited him from Florida back to Texas.
Fuck.
Anyway, let's see.
Going down in Texas, bro.
Yeah, well, he wound up escaping, and then 63 years ago in music history, 1958, rapper and now actor Ice-T is born in Newark, New Jersey. Real name is Tracy Morrow.
Birdman and Ice-T share the same birthday?
No, that is February 16th. Let's see, 49 years ago, February 17th.
Juggalo Day.
Yeah.
1972, the Volkswagen Beetle overtakes the Model T as the world's best-selling car, with having produced over 15 million units of the Beetle, which led to breaking the world record for the most amount of cars produced at that point.
That's because they came out with Herbie the Love Bug, bro.
It went from the Model T to the Beetle, huh?
Right.
Well, yeah. Well, the previous one, it was held for 4 decades by the Ford Motor Company, which was being produced. The Model T was being produced from 1908 to 1927. Fun fact: Volkswagen was the love child of Ferdinand Porsche and Adolf Hitler in the early 1930s, as a means to provide the mass public with a small car, quote, the people's car, end quote. That was affordable.
Those were like the smart cars.
That sounds like something The Rock would. That's like The Rock saying, isn't it?
Yeah, the people's car.
The people's champ.
That was affordable and could be bought by anyone, making regular payments into a savings stamp program. So there's another one, another check on the old Hitler book. Let's see, 17 years ago, 2004, Alicia Keys releases her single "If I Ain't Got You," which would you like to tell the people you want to sing that for us, P?
We the people.
If I ain't got you.
If I ain't got you, we the people.
I don't even. That's not even the right decade.
I know it, but I don't.
If I ain't got you. Yeah, let's see. Which would go on to win the Billboard Song of the Year? She would also win a Grammy Award for the Best Female R&B Vocal Performance in 2005 for that song as well.
Oh, February 22nd, Montana Josh was born, 1984.
Oh, shit. I didn't see that on the old...
I don't
the
know.
old interwebs. I'm sorry. Happy birthday.
I don't know if that's what he's insinuating, but...
All right.
Is that this week? Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, 20 years ago, February 18th, 2001, one of the greatest drivers in NASCAR's history, Dale Earnhardt, is killed after he tried to make a right turn in a left turn only sport.
Too soon, but that was funny. That was good fun.
After
I don't know why I found that so funny.
and he surprisingly struck a wall and during the last lap of the 43rd Daytona 500. Although the crash looked relatively minor, Earnhardt sustained fatal injuries to his head and neck when his car struck the track while going over 200 miles an hour.
We're going to hell for laughing.
He was reportedly killed instantly on impact, and his death would lead to NASCAR implementing better safety equipment, including the more intense headgear and
on that racetrack.
oh yeah, it's just real thing, real snappy. But yeah, that crash kind of really kicked NASCAR in the ass to implement more safety restraints conscious on the whiplash, and that's why you see all these drivers now wear the big old foam thing around their neck, and they have their fucking their helmet kind of tied to the foam thing. That was because of that crash right there.
Yeah, he chose not to wear the new safety feature.
Yeah, basically what happened was when he hit the wall, he had whiplash and his neck snapped. Whiplash, and I mean he reportedly died instantly. So let's see, 53 years ago, February 18th, 1968. Singer-songwriter and producer David Gilmore joined Pink Floyd. Ooh. Hey, and then they would go on to be one of the greatest rock bands of all time.
Another brick in the wall.
Yeah. Let's see, 11 years ago. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a trend.
11 years ago, February 19th, 2010, professional golfer Tiger Woods gives a televised news conference in which he apologizes for his extramarital affairs, admitting that he was selfish and had foolish behavior. 8 months later,
He was banging all them coochies.
yeah, and 8 months later,
Had a baby.
Had a baby,
no,
it's a boy.
no, no, he was actually divorced.
Hot water burn baby.
His ex-wife got a baby though, $100 million baby. No.
How a bird, baby. How a bird, tiger.
Yep. How about bird tiger? You gotta stay away from them the water hazards, man.
Hot girl, bird, tiger.
Yep. 26 years ago, music history, February 19th, 1995.
How did you not have Juggalo Day on your list? Juggalo Day was created February 17th, 2000. I don't know.
2010.
2000 something.
Oh, yeah. Late.
What day was it? Anybody know?
I mean, you think I could find that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can.
We don't even have the gift bags from fucking October. You think they got? You think they got fucking records when that happened?
Yeah.
I can't scroll that far back on fucking Facebook to go, hey guys, when was this fucking created?
The gift bags are out.
The gift bags are out.
We got the gift bags. Well, I haven't got mine, but everybody else has theirs.
Holy fuck.
I don't think they kept records.
We can't even get an album out on time, bro.
There's a record.
Who
The
did
Juggalos.
come out with an album on time is rock star Tommy Lee. He got married to Baywatch superstar Pamela Anderson in Cancun, Mexico, which gave the world the wonderful gift of getting to bear
Porno.
witness to their consummation of the marriage in their very own sex tape shot over the course of the honeymoon.
You got to watch Tommy Lee drive a boat with his penis.
Yeah.
I think I missed that part.
You know what? I think actually...
Or I didn't make it to that part. One of the two.
Thinking about 25 years ago, I believe Happy Gilmore came out, and I've been seeing things on Twitter where Adam Sandler came out and redid the
Adam Sandler came out?
the
Holy
famous
fuck.
driving shot.
He came out and saw a shadow, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, that was last week.
20 more weeks of winter.
20 more
Yeah, that
weeks
was
of
last week.
Happy Madison movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see. 59 years ago, February 20th, 1962.
It's the year I was born.
Happy birthday. John Glenn becomes the first American to orbit Earth and the first person to do a multiple orbital flight around Earth.
That was my granddad.
Oh. Glenn was the third person in space after two Soviet cosmonauts. One went up and I think he was only up there for,
Those my great uncles.
like I think 24 hours, and then he came back, and then the other one did one orbit around Earth. And Earth at the time, or America at the time, not to be outdone by the Soviets, because that was during the Cold War. They were like, well, we got to get somebody up there before they decide to do something else cool. So they sent this guy up, and he orbited the Earth 3 times. And fun fact, he was also the oldest person ever in space when 36 years later, after the legendary orbit, he went up as payload on the Discovery in 1998 at the ripe old age of 77.
Remember those Orbit drinks that had balls in them?
No, but is that how Orbit Gum was invented?
It's refreshing.
You don't remember the drinks that had the little jelly balls that floated?
No.
You don't remember those shit?
You was gobbling up all them balls.
I know them Japanese drinks where you got to push the ball in on the lid.
Yeah, I got a couple of those bottles.
But yeah, NASA basically just wanted to see what would happen if they sent somebody that old to fucking space. So they're like, hey, you want to do it? And he goes, fuck yeah.
What happened?
He was fine. That guy lived a fucking crazy life. He was insane. I don't have time to get into all the shit he did which is a good thing because I didn't write it down. But he was a very prolific World War II fighter, and then he flew in like 2 or 3 different wars. Yeah, dude was nuts.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
62 years ago in music history, February 20th, 1959. Jimi Hendrix plays his first gig at the Temple de Hirsch Synagogue with an unnamed band in Seattle. He was only 16 at the time, and
what was the name of the band?
Unnamed. And he was promptly fired from that unnamed band right after the first set for his wild playing and basically just showing up everybody.
You gotta talk about Fidel Castro on that year.
Did you say Fiddle? Really? Fidel Castro?
When he came to power?
Fiddle, bro.
Fiddler on the Roof?
I did see that story. I did not jot it down.
It's Fiddle, depending on where you come from.
Fidel Castro. 72 years ago, February 24th.
Fidel on the
21st, 1948. We got another NASCAR. Let's see, National Association. Another NASCAR.
We go with NASCAR.
National Association for Stock Car Racing. NASCAR. I had to actually look up and figure out what that second A was after that sentence. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing. But it was established in Daytona Beach.
American Honky Tonk Bar Association.
It was established in Daytona Beach, Florida, after local racing enthusiasts started noticing how much the rules were all fucked up from race to race and how dishonest the promoters could be with the prize money. So they wanted to organize a more regulated racing circuit and with better, more sanctioned events. And so they did that.
Speaking of that, Daytona 500 was this Sunday. This past Sunday.
That is what, and Daytona 500. I learned in my my research that kicks off the NASCAR season, which probably everybody knows, but I didn't know that.
That is the first race.
I just thought it was I knew it was a big race. I didn't know it kicked off their fucking season. That's like starting off the fucking season with the World Series.
Super Bowl,
the Super Bowl. Let's see, 35 years ago in music history, February 24th, or why do I keep saying that? 21st. 1986, Metallica released their.
Christ.
You gotta say it like that, man.
No, you do not.
Metallica, you got to. Released their third studio. You just don't feel it, man.
Metallica.
There you go. Released their third studio album, Master of Puppets, an album that would be considered by many to be one of the best metal albums of all time.
Holy shit.
Metallica. And that was This Week in History.
Obey your master.
Master of Puppets is pulling the string. Yeah.
Damn, look at that. 2 minutes to spare.
Cruised right into that one.
What? That was it? You went through the whole thing already?
Yeah.
How'd you do that so fast?
Because I saw the time.
Because we didn't interrupt them and talk a whole bunch of shit.
I just kind of snowplowed right through your bullshit.
Except for the murder, kill, shit's real. On the back
I had to mostly snowplow through because otherwise I would have never been able to finish the shit.
Juggalo Day.
Y'all were triggering the fuck out of my ADHD. I was like, what?
Juggalo Day. This day in history, actually tomorrow in history, Juggalo Day, was invented as a national holiday to celebrate Juggalos in the year 2012.
The national holiday is National Take a Juggalo to Red Lobster Day on November 8th.
2012.
I guess Juggalos get 2 holidays now.
Yeah, well, one's a Juggalo Day and the other one's Take a Juggalo to Red Lobster Day.
Yup.
2012. Do you remember? We've talked about this. Do you guys remember what the first Juggalo Day was?
In Florida.
Yeah, I think it wasn't.
No. That was like way later.
I do know this. Hold on.
I do not.
I don't think you do.
Nope. I know I didn't go.
Do I know? Did you ask me if I knew when it was or where it was, rather?
Or what it was.
What it was anything about it? Any details?
I mean, essentially, they announced Juggalo Day just as Juggalo Day, but then they decided to do something for it, which they've continued to do ever since.
Do a big concert.
Nope.
Oh,
That was the second one.
what'd they do?
The first one was fouling.
Yeah. I was supposed to play some fouling.
But that was the first one. The second one was the first ever Riddlebox show.
Oh, I seen that, though.
Well, later, when they made it a whole tour, but originally it was just that.
They only did it the one time.
It was just that one.
They only did it that one time.
Did they?
They didn't play 3 tours after that.
I thought they did.
It's just your
No.
imagination, bro.
They only did it one time. It was a one-off show.
It was originally.
Tickets $80.
They were normal.
And I got
price.
to see it for 20.
They were normal. No, it wasn't crazy. They were normal price. I went. It was at St. Andrews in Detroit. It was super dope. That was like one of the best shows ever. And it was one of the few ICP shows that later in life where they used not just Diet Fade. They had like every color.
Yeah.
It was fucking dope as fuck. Because it's been a long time since they used every color like
Motherfucker
that.
says dope as fuck, but he used to get pissed off and fucking stained my fucking shirt. Motherfucker.
No, that was me drunk at the gathering.
Well, him too.
I don't remember that. I missed my shirt
First one,
stained.
he was like, motherfucker, I just bought this shirt.
But yeah, they did. What did they do?
got my Twisted
They did
shirt wet.
Riddlebox. They did Malenko. They did that free show at the Masonic Temple.
They did a Big Bruce Got a Pee show.
Did they? Damn, how much did that cost?
Well, you want to stick around and find out. $20 a head.
Jesus.
He's the cheap date.
That's what's up. Well, there you
Or
have
it's a
it.
cheap
That
show.
was,
It's like the Donkey Show in Mexico. It's just $20. You know?
That was This Week in History right here on Replicon Radio. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed Keagan. Shout out to Keagan Grimm. Make sure you follow him. Hit him up. Check out the replay if you missed it. Next week on the show, rescheduled, featuring a world premiere, Mr. Anybody Killer, right here on Replicon Radio.
He got my last time, so I gotta wait until he's here.
Yeah.
You got a yeah from that one. There you go, man. Well, check it out. Make sure you
It's
guys go vote.
We're going to have your ghetto neighbor on next week.
That's right. And make sure you tune in this Friday to the Hatchet Warrior Show. You can get tickets at For the Fam Fridays. Check out the live stream.
That's
Anybody
offensive,
Killer?
sir.
I was singing a song. Was singing his song.
You want to tell them who we got on after that? Or no?
No, we'll wait.
All right.
I say we tell him.
You want to tell them?
We get the hype up.
How many? If there's people still tuned in the last minute.
I mean, you give him a little gift.
I don't have an image because I'm literally just made a font for it. But for all the Juggalos that are tuned in and they're
Jigglers.
wrestling fans, are you guys wrestling fans?
I used to be.
Real wrestling fan.
Are you a real wrestling fan?
I used to be.
Because 2 weeks from now, on March 1st, Monday, March 1st, as we enter a brand new month of the year 2021, we got JCW, I believe, champion, Mr. Too Tough Tony,
Oh, shit.
on the show.
Damn.
How tough is he? He's too tough.
Too tough.
Too tough. Too tough.
Too Tough Tony.
Ah, man. Too
Next week, Anybody Killer. The week after that, Too Tough Tony. And in between there, God knows what's going to happen. All kinds of stuff. Make sure you're voting in the Replicon Radio Awards. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join our Patreon because we don't have any money and we put out dope fucking t-shirts on there and other stuff. Peace out, YouTube.